Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a haul for you guys today from my previous visit to the Hermes boutique, and one of these items is actually a bag, so let's get right into it. So the first two items, you might be able to tell. Oh, I didn't know they came in like this little dust bag. Oh my god. You guys know I love their silk scarves, the 90 by 90. Last time when I picked up the Astrology Forever scarf, I completely forgot to look at the scarf rings. So the very first one looks like this. It's called like trio something because there's 3 circles like all around, and this is actually perfect for when I wear their silk scarves as a top because you can loop it through and then like it comes out and you can make it into like a halter neck, or if you want to wear it like around your neck and just tie it up. You know, there's a million ways to wear this. And then the other one, I honestly couldn't decide, so I went with both of them. This looks more like their Shandong chain. The size is perfect, and they're honestly like really good quality, very heavy, especially the chain looking one. Yeah, it's a lot heavier. And both of them I went for their yellow gold. Is it yellow gold? I mean, it's not like real yellow gold. I don't even know if they have like a pink gold version. I think my essay said permabrass. It's a very shiny, like beautiful buttery gold color. It matches my jewelry like perfectly. This is just going to be like the perfect summer staple, like summer staple accessories to have, especially if you wear silk scarves a lot. So along with these scarf rings, the next item was the main reason I went into the boutique for. It is, I don't think it's considered like a ready-to-wear piece, but it comes in this. Let me open it. It's quite massive, so I'm gonna try to show you guys the best I can. So this is their poncho, yes, like a cape, but it is actually reversible. So one side is all navy, solid color, pretty huge sleeves, and it's actually quite big. There's a label, the Hermes label, in the back. And then when you flip it, the other side is this. But it's a really pretty plaid, this kind of like mustardy color with the matching navy as the other side. And then as you can see, they have this like reversible button on both sides, so you can wear it on both sides. And it does come with this leather tab, as you can see. And it just has 2 slits for the button, so I'm pretty sure you can take this off. Let's see. Oh yeah. So easy. So if you want to wear it like this, you either have this, you know, like brown side or the black side to put the tab on, so you can close it, or you can highlight it with the brown. It's really like up to you. And same thing with this, when you're wearing on the navy side, you can do this as like a little accent or just keep it black. I was honestly really happy to find this because I actually saw this on someone like years ago, and at the time I had no idea this was like from Hermes. I tried to find it, but I just couldn't. I loved how you could see the little bit of the plaid peek through. This is so perfect for like the fall and winter season, especially fall with, you know, like tights, boots, like the jumping boots, little mini dress. Like, I just love it. And also the price was not bad. It was around, oh my god, there's a bird. The price for this, it used to be $2,000 even, but with the additional like price increase, it's like a little over that. But I still think it's a pretty good, you know, price point like for the brand. And this is, I believe, 100% cashmere. Should we check? Okay, so 90% merino wool and 10% cashmere. So it's a pretty quality piece. It's reversible, but the only downside, I guess, is that it's just one size fits all. It does feel quite big. It's supposed to be like quite big because it's a poncho, but the length is quite long on me. So it honestly looks pretty awful if I wore pants with it. So my go-to would be with like a little dress, like a bodycon dress, which is kind of like my go-to, you guys know. I definitely have to show a little bit of leg with this, and then a little bit of tights, and then boots to kind of show a bit of this pattern. But more than anything, I'm just really happy to like finally get this because I've been looking for it for a couple of years now. And then you guys know I was in Vegas like a couple of months ago, and I went into the Hermes boutique there at the crystal shops, and then I just randomly saw this at the boutique. That's when I was like, oh my god, this is the exact same thing I've been like looking for. So I feel like this is something that's been around for like ever, maybe like at least a couple of years. I just didn't know about it. And I believe I've seen maybe a picotan. Yeah, there was a bag with this plaid. So now I know. Okay, lastly, the moment we've all been waiting for. This was totally unexpected and I wanted to like enjoy it. I wanted to like process the moment. So when I came home, like I opened it and everything. So we're not gonna do like a full-on unboxing here. Like I told you guys, I went into the boutique for the scarf rings and this poncho mainly. It was just like a normal, you know, shopping day at Hermes. And then I'm about to check out when my SA says, I have a surprise for you. I got nervous. Like, of course it's like an excitement, but you really don't know what you're getting. So there's a bit of, you know, nervousness, anxiety, and like fear. So I go into the room and I'm trying not to look at the box. But the first thing I noticed was the size of the box. And I was like, oh no. Because usually, or like my previous quota bags have been like the normal quota bag size. So the box is always like much bigger, you know, like a lot taller and like thicker. And I just see this tiny thing on the table and I'm like, oh no. My first thought was, oh, this is like a wallet to go, you know, like a Constance or Kelly to go wallet, but maybe an exotic because it's like all set up in a room. And then I sit down and in front of me is this box, but it had the label sticker. And again, I'm trying not to look, but all I see is the illustration, like a sketch, like an outline of a Kelly bag. And there's a bunch of words, right? And the first word was Kelly. And that's when it hit me. I was like, holy shit, like, is this actually happening? Is this actually what I'm thinking of? And then the box opens and it looks like this. And even from the corners of this dust bag that was folded in, I knew what it was. And maybe I had like way too much coffee that day because I just had an espresso at the boutique like while I was shopping. So there was like a lot of adrenaline. And just looking at the shape of this, and then the bag comes out, my head is like, oh my god, it's a black mini Kelly, but it's not over yet, you guys. Can you tell? It's a black mini Kelly touch. Let me just get rid of this real quick. Do you guys see that? You can see it better, right? That's when my head was like exploding. Again, just speechless. It's so funny how things work out because I have never ever requested a mini Kelly to my SA. I just felt like it was something kind of far out of reach, like something that is so highly sought after, like almost impossible to get. And even like the pre-spend ratio, like all that stuff, I just heard like horror stories. So I never asked for one. But of course, I've wanted a mini Kelly for a really long time. But I couldn't decide because I definitely wanted, and in a way like needed, a black mini Kelly because you guys know the only like black bag I have is Chanel, the vanity that I've just carried nonstop for years. That's kind of like my go-to, especially when I go to dinner. So I've been wanting a black bag because that's what I felt like was like a little gap in my wardrobe. So I thought a black mini Kelly would be really good and practical. And if I can get one, a black mini Kelly with gold hardware would be really nice. But then I was like, is that a little too classic for me? I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with it. It'd be really nice to have, but then I was like, maybe it's not different enough. Maybe it's just too classic like for my taste. So I couldn't decide because a pop of color would be nice as well, you know? But I knew that my phone wouldn't fit in here, which is totally fine because, you know, I have my phone in my hand all the time. But then my camera doesn't fit. So it was kind of like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't really decide. And I really, like, above anything else, really think that whatever's meant for you will come to you, you know? Always find its way to you. So I just never asked for it. And here it is. If you've seen my collection and what I buy, you guys know I do love exotic skin. I know it's not for everyone, but I am one of those people that like it. And when it comes to Hermes bags, the touch bags, I feel like it's very like love or hate. A lot of people might not think it's like worth the money because touch is usually like the halfway point of a regular leather and full exotic. It's right in between. So a lot of people don't think it's worth the price and not worth it because you can't really see the exotic detail. But I am definitely not one of those people. I love touch pieces. I think they're just so unique, so much more elevated. And this one in particular, I have no idea if this is like a new combination thing that they're doing. So this is a black mini Kelly in Epsom leather, but the touch is actually not Noir, it's Graphite. And that little touch of detail, no pun intended, that touch of detail makes it that much more special to me, because if the touch was also in Noir, yes, it is like in that shiny finish, so in like different lighting you can see it, but it's very, very subtle. But because this one is in Graphite, it's just a tiny bit lighter than Noir, but it's still very dark enough that it looks black. Like if you didn't know that this was a Graphite, you wouldn't be able to tell. You would just think it was like Noir. And the Graphite is an alligator, so you do see that square stamp. So the touch detail is mainly on the handle and these little sangles. And one question I had was, is the strap, like the crossbody strap, going to be in touch as well? And luckily, I guess, it's just in regular Epsom leather, which I think is much better because it's just one less thing to worry about. Especially when you're wearing it as a crossbody, it's to be like a bit more casual and relaxed. And making this crossbody strap just in regular leather, I think might be a little bit more hard wearing and just a bit more carefree. So I do like that. And one thing I noticed, I mean, this is like my first mini Kelly, so I have no idea, but when I opened the bag, the flap or like the leather inside is much softer. I thought it would just be like regular Kelly. Like if the exterior is Epsom, it would just be like Epsom as well. But they put a bit of leather lining, oh that's Charlie, leather lining in here. So I feel like you have to be a little bit careful when you like put stuff in, like my nails or anything sharp, because it's a much softer leather. But I mean, it's black leather bag, it's definitely more forgiving. I still have no idea like how this happened. Like someone must have read my mind, because it's just insane. And honestly, because it's a Noir and Graphite combo, the palladium hardware works amazingly. And I already have so many outfits in my head that this bag would be perfect for, because I remember every single time I put on an outfit and I was about to leave, I just felt like I didn't have the right bag. So I would just end up reaching for the same vanity over and over again. And there were moments where I thought, oh, like a black mini Kelly would be so perfect right now, like that kind of thing. So that's it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this haul. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.